I'm Daniel Holzer. This is Brandon Rich. Welcome to Whiskey Cinema Halloween Edition. Yeah. Welcome, guys. We've been hyping this one for a little bit now.
Well, I think it's because we're both excited.
Yeah.
We love Halloween.
Come on now.
It's a top shelf holiday.
Dude, Brando and Dano as pumpkins. Any questions? Come on now. Dressed to impress, brother.
I don't have the nice hair, but I hope mine will do for now.
Whoa. So we're going to be talking about Halloween, all things that are great in Halloween movies, all great things that we love, some things that we don't love as much.
Oh, we're definitely going there.
God damn, man.
We love talking about crappy movies every now and then.
Well, there's a lot to talk about.
There absolutely is. There's so many bad Halloween movies out there.
Sorry, all right. Welcome to the Halloween episode, guys.
Absolutely. Cheers. Happy Halloween.
Cheers, guys. If you're drinking at home, we're doing shots of Fireball to start us off, and then we're drinking Zombies.
Zombie.
If you guys are curious how to make these zombies at home, we can post the ingredients on our site so you guys can find it. You want to
Alcohol.
I want to talk about some horror movies that, for me, are fantastic. Let's talk about some of the ones that we really like. How about when you were a kid, because you're a huge fan of horror movies.
I am. Love them all. Well, not all of them.
Most.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. When you were a kid, what was the horror movie that got you scared, got you thinking about, oh man, I kind of like, when I used to have to take out the garbage at night, I'm like, I'm not scared. When I take out the garbage, I would always run back to the house because it was dark.
That's what I did. I'd go up to my grandma's house, and she got the second floor of this big house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh god, the light switch is the under end of the hall.
Yeah.
And you just book it, and your grandma's like, why are you running? I'm scared, sorry.
I'll kill you if you run.
I was raised on slashers.
Yeah.
My dad just put those on and let us watch them because he didn't care. And the only movie to this day to give me nightmares was Chucky. Child's Play, I guess.
Child's Play.
Which they're remaking.
Give me the power, I beg of you.
Yeah, that was the only movie to really get me.
That's true, they are remaking Chucky.
Yeah. That's really crazy to me.
I know, like, how many Chuckies have there been? 5 or 6?
Yeah.
Like a crazy
Maybe
amount.
more.
Is the new one out or is it coming out?
It's coming. I think it's coming out next year.
Okay.
So, I mean, I haven't seen really much on it. I just know it is. Because
Yeah.
I'm smart like that. I know things.
Oh.
And I drink. I'm drinking, I know.
I'll tell you what, I'll drink enough, and then you just know the other half.
I prefer to do the drinking.
Oh, well, who wouldn't? Yeah, Chucky was a good one with him running around.
Yeah.
And then making kind of later on, he kind of turns into like more of like a comedic guy. Like he's making jokes.
Yeah.
And you're kind of rooting for Chucky to kill these people, really.
Yeah, they changed how he is. The Bride of Chucky. Some people I see that a lot of people kind of like that.
Yeah.
I did not.
Not a fan of like.
It's like, we don't need him to have a bride. I just need him killing people.
I need to get him like some bloodrocution where like he puts like a wire and someone's like got a cut hand. I'm like, get it!
What kind of wedding cake did they have? Had to have been pretty scary. They're dolls.
Maybe they stood on top of it. I don't know.
That's funny.
Yeah, Child's Play. Chucky's an iconic villain. Chucky's one that if you go to like a horror con or anything, you'll see posters and everything drawn of him. Absolutely. For me, when I was a kid, that gave me nightmares, and it's perfect to talk about now because it's just a reboot of it, is Pennywise. Pennywise from It. When I was a kid, the Tim Curry version, let alone the Skarsgård version, which I think is better. I think he's
To me, the Skarsgård version's better.
Yeah, more real, right? More scary.
He's definitely more scary. Curry was more goofy, creepy than...
Also kind of funny. Like, he would still do, like, was it Prince Albert in a can jokes? And he did a little car... I mean, he would still kill you, but he was more jokey. In this one...
You didn't like when he waved at someone with someone else's hand? That was hilarious. He's got a nice, funny bone on him, too.
Oh, he does. You're not wrong. I remember seeing that part like, holy shit.
I laughed. Probably a little too loud in theater. I was like, oh my god. I mean, oh, God, that's gross. I love that part.
I do like this version. I talked my dad into seeing this one. He's not... My whole family wasn't really raised on horror movies. It's just not our jam. We just never really got into it, which is good that you're here.
Yeah, that was opposite for me. It's like, hey, wanna watch Rugrats or Halloween 5? I'm like, let's watch Michael Myers. Kill them all!
You like Michael Myers? Wayne's World? You wish. Here we go. But for that one, My dad does not like. He's like, I told him, dude, watch the new It. Worth it. Well done, even though it's a horror movie. He's like, is there any gore in it? And I was like, no, there's no gore in it. He's
First scene.
How many minutes in?
Dude, it's got 5 minutes. Pennywise in the sewer. Creepy scene.
Dude.
Talking to him about popcorn and the carnival that he's on.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Iconic.
bites his arm off.
Dude, iconic now.
Yeah.
Hi, Juji.
Oh, we're doing impressions on the show?
Dude, I love it.
It was really good. It was really creepy. And then wasn't expecting the kid to get his arm bitten off.
No.
And then just flail around in the street.
Yeah. Yeah, and then gets dragged.
Yeah, his arm just slowly creeps out and grabs him. It was like, oh, you're setting the pace for the movie now.
Yeah.
And it held that pace.
I like that when movies do that. Like, even in action movies or something like that, if you see someone like, I don't know right off the bat that Predator takes skulls off of people. You know, don't let people think like, oh, is this a rom-com? No. We're not Deadpool tricking you here.
I was gonna say Deadpool is a fan. Deadpool 2 is a family movie. The first one was a rom-com.
That's right. I love that. That's one though that always got me. Pennywise, a monster that turns into your greatest fear. So even if you weren't like, well, I'm not scared of clowns. Like, no, he turns wolves.
You are Frank Myers. Or Chucky, as I was as a kid. It really is just Pennywise.
If they made a modern day Pennywise and he turned all these classic villains, that'd be kind of cool.
That would be pretty cool. Maybe they'll do it one day.
You just see like Jason. You're like, oh fuck, it's Jason. Oh, it's him. Okay.
Oh, I guess I just run now. That's all I have to do to stop.
Jason?
Yeah, you just run. You don't trip.
Oh, that's
you just
hard.
Don't trip. That's all you have to do, and you outrun Michael Myers and Jason.
Okay, but if you're in a horror movie, you do trip.
You do trip. For some reason, there's a tree that's just growing weird right there, right in your running way.
Dude, let's hit up. That's something that I want to talk about because you love horror movies, and if people don't, this might be a reason why. Let's talk about some horror movie cliches that they have that happen in almost every horror movie.
But we just mentioned tripping while running. That's
Dude,
the biggest one.
Or like slipping on your own feet. You're like it's a flat wooden floor, and for whatever reason, they trip. And it takes them a minute to get
You
up.
look at the floor, too. Everybody looks for them. What'd she trip on? What, banana peel or something? Nothing. You dumb.
Dude, did Freddy Krueger leave a tripwire there or something? Oh, no, you just startled? Okay.
Yeah. Or they'll slip on blood.
Yeah.
They won't see the body until they slip on the blood.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what's on my hands?
Also, I'm like, a lot of times that happens to, like, security guards. And you're like, man, you walk in with a flashlight. What exactly are you looking at?
He's always looking up. He's like, he's going to be on the ceiling this time, I know it.
What, are there possums hanging up there? There's a huge possum problem going on.
When everybody slips on the blood to discover their body. Woo!
Which, by the way, spoiler alert, blood is pretty damn sticky.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever get cut.
Oh, me neither. I don't know either.
I get cut a lot. Let's see. Another one. Sex scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have a sex scene in your horror movie.
If you're a whore, you dead.
That is true.
Do not show your nipples in a horror movie, or your toes, for sure.
That is true. Once you expose your titties, I'm like, oh, all right, she's next to die. They don't live long after they show me their titties. You're dead.
The gods are writing them off like, okay, the whore dies next.
Whoever looks at them titties is dead.
Damn.
That's how it goes. The creep never lives. The tittied woman never lives. No. They never live.
How about nobody can work their keys? Like if they get to a house, they get to a car, like they're panicking. Like I do that as a joke. I run in my car, like let's get in there, and we start trying to get it to work, and I'm like, you know what?
They're always bumbling on them both.
Like, they drop their keys
every time, and then they gotta re-find the key. Why does everybody have a janitor-sized keychain?
Yeah.
Like, oh god, I got 45 keys.
They look like a dungeon master.
And all of a sudden, nobody has a car up to date. Push the button.
Yeah, let's go, man. It's made for serial killers.
Right, you automatically have the key in your hand as well. You put that in.
Dude, you jump in there. I think if you lock that door, you kind of win, don't you?
Yeah.
They might burst through that glass, but just hit the road, man.
Yeah, but apparently to them, they just want old-ass cars in every movie.
Well, you know what? That is a thing that's hard for horror movies nowadays, too, is like technology. In almost all horror movies now, you got to get rid of their phone. You can't have a guy with a phone. So they have to have a reason why you forgot your phone or you dropped and broke your phone.
Everybody's like, I didn't charge my phone. I'm like, first of all, you've been taking selfies for the last
I
hour. I know you have a charger in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Those photos ain't going on Instagram unless your phone is charging. You know it and I know it.
Let's go, man. And what girl doesn't go out to a party and doesn't bring a charger?
That's true.
It drives me crazy when someone's like, can I use your plug? Like, all 9 of our plugs are taken at a bar. You're like, dude, you at a bar right now. You don't need to be charging your phone.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They always, my phone's dead. I don't mind if the phone gets stolen, but that happens a lot too. Where's my phone?
How about incompetent cops, law enforcement? For some reason, if they have somebody, they're like, who do you think's the killer? You're like, well, it could be this hot dog vendor, or this librarian. Who's suspicious. What about the 6'5" mutant? You're like, well, listen, we don't. What, are we passing judgment on this guy? Getting pre-prejudiced. The guy was just born with a hook for a hand. You don't think he's the one that's hooking everybody?
What I like
Kinda.
is they send 1 cop, 2 most.
Yeah, they don't
And
have
the-
like a fleet of.
Yeah,
cars
the
or
guy
something.
like, oh my God, there's a murder here. Please send help. We'll send 2. Check it out. And they die.
They'll see something like crazy off in the darkness, and the guy's like, wait here.
Yeah, and then the other cop dies as he run into the car. He grabs his little walkie-talkie thing, and he's like, stabbed. He's like, oh, I was so close. I almost saved you guys. I almost did my job.
Yeah, almost earned it.
Survive now.
1 week away from that pension.
Yeah, there's a lot of cliches in horror movies, which is kind of why I love horror movies. They're
Yeah.
corny. They're not Oscar-winning
No.
movies most of the time. You get those gems like It, the new It, or
Yeah.
even the old It, and the original slasher movies that
Yep.
create those, and just you love them.
They make those dynamic scenes that even you can forgive the main character when she blasts Michael Myers across the side of the head with a stool, and he falls down, and you're like, dude, finish him, and she runs.
Yeah.
But you still forgive that because you're like, maybe I'd fucking run, dude. I
And
don't
you
know.
justify it in your head. You're like, yeah, she's probably scared. Like, that dude is 6'8". He's probably pretty yoked.
Dude,
I'd run too.
dude, the one arm pull up going down the
Oh,
banister.
even like a Halloween 40.
I just have to assume that dude's just like, when he's not murdering, he's preparing to murder.
Well, when he was in the insane asylum, all he did was lift weights. He had weights in his room, I assume, and just...
Let's say this. Let's not put weights in insane asylums or jails. Why do we need the criminals getting beefier?
That's fair, but this isn't a political show.
I'm just saying. Hey, can we teach them how to use guns? Why?
You save that for CNN.
Yeah, Pennywise when I was a kid, that was one. I think two because there's like nothing you could do. Like he's attacking you through drains.
Well, once you're not afraid of someone who's your worst fear, that's how you stop them. So it's pretty easy.
I can have nightmares if you show up as commitment.
Shows up as your future wife, just some chick in a bride's dress.
Come on!
No, God!
You want to go antiquing? Fine.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. I don't blame you if that scares you.
Also, the sequel
understandable.
that's coming out soon with Jessica Chastain and
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy, Bill Hader,
Yeah.
the guy that was in the Old Spice commercials.
That's right. I saw that. I laughed. I
Dude,
did laugh.
I mean, it looks really good. Stephen King's doing it. I'm really excited to see what their take is on it. I love the actors, and the story afterwards is so good. The part 2, so I'm sold. You got me. The
that
first one
comes
was
out
so
next
good.
year. Comes out next year.
Dude, I'm excited.
You know what else? Comes out next year? A Quiet Place 2.
Does it really?
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. They're just flipping around and doing another one.
Okay, let's talk about Quiet Place.
Amazing.
Okay, if you guys haven't seen A Quiet Place, John
Krasinski, something like that.
Krasinski?
If you don't know him, he's Jim from The Office.
He's Jim from The Office. Really funny, super talented. I had no idea that he was a writer and a director.
I think that was his first movie directing.
God, and he killed it. If you guys haven't seen A Quiet Place, it takes place in like the near future, and there's these creatures that are on the ground, and they don't explain it. Like they do little subtle clues in the background, but they never explain it. Which, by the way, dude, kudos.
It works.
And
It
you know
does
what?
great. I don't need a backstory.
No,
I don't need
this
to
is their
go to their
story.
planet.
Yeah. Dude, if you don't understand, fuck you.
People hated that movie. Well, why did they just do that in the first place? Why are they even here?
Can you imagine if they acted that way towards it? They're like, I don't understand why there's a clown killing people. And you're like, yeah, you don't get to know.
Yeah.
You don't get to. Sorry.
No, that movie was
Negative.
amazing. Amazing. Like, if that really was his directorial debut, he murdered it.
Okay, so I loved A Quiet Place. Highly recommend if you haven't seen it. It flipped the genre. They've never seen anything like it. It is a completely quiet movie. They can't make any sounds because these monsters hunt by sound. So they all learn sign language to communicate. Their daughter's deaf.
Yeah.
Which is a neat touch too. Like she's already deaf.
Yeah, so they already know sign language, I'm sure, to talk with her.
Which helps, right?
And yeah, it just they walk on sand if they go scavenge.
Yeah,
he has a trail of sand going into the city
yeah,
or
because
wherever
you can't
it is.
walk on creaky boards. You know what I mean? Like that's enough noise.
Any noise.
They knock over like a candle or a glass or something, and he freaks out in like their basement.
Yeah.
Because that's like enough. They're in like the middle of the woods. They knock over a glass. That's enough to attract these things to kill you.
Yeah, to me that's one of the best horror movies to build suspense. That you don't see the monsters right away, and when he does do that, the kid hits over the candle, I think, because they're playing Monopoly with cloth pieces. That's how quiet they have to be.
Yeah, their little tokens have to be
Yeah, they
silent
can't be
still.
the thimble or
No.
the hat. They have to be
just
cloth.
That little is enough.
Yeah,
To
so
scare 'em.
he runs over and you just hear footsteps and creaking. They heard it.
Yeah,
You're just like, oh my god.
crazy.
How about that opening scene? Another thing about great horror scary movies, children die in the beginning.
Yeah, spoiler, bruh.
Hey, we've mentioned it. I'm done mentioning spoiler
Okay.
alerts.
All right, fair enough.
That
Well,
movie's been out this whole year.
And to be
Watch
honest,
it.
if you watch that movie, it's pretty right in the beginning. It's the same thing as
It's
Georgie.
5 minutes in the trailer, which I like that they switched it on you. The kid survives. In the trailer, the kid
I'm
survives.
surprised They switch it up, huh?
In the movie, the kid dies.
You imagine they did other movies, like super famous movies, or like, what happens with Aladdin? Jafar gets the lamp, and he wishes for Aladdin to be a puppet, and you're like, really, that seems crazy. And then you go watch, like, hey,
It's a nice tie into Pinocchio.
why Pinocchio?
He's a puppet now. He wants to be a real boy, but he can't become a real boy anymore. Jafar won't let him.
Oh, we just cross-streaming these different
Exactly.
things. I liked A Quiet Place. Would you say Quiet Place is, let's talk top 2018 movies. Would you say it's Quiet Place for you? For horror?
Oh, for horror, easily, without a doubt. I've seen
No doubt.
a few movies, horror, 2018. That one is one of my favorite movies.
Dude, it's good.
It
So
will make you cry, and don't act like it won't make you cry.
Oh.
Someone was cutting onions in my movie theater.
Dude, there's a scene later on where he sees the monster attacking his kids, and if you have kids or if you like other humans, you identify. Brandon didn't get it. But
Just imagine dogs in there.
imagine their dogs, and things like digging at him. They're in a car to get at him, and he picks up a weapon,
Yeah.
which might as well somebody having like a pool noodle. Like he just knows like there's
Yeah.
nothing I can do.
So he just makes noise from a distance.
He looks at his daughter, who they had a weird relationship.
He blamed her for the first death of the kid. The death of the first kid, I should say.
But he didn't, like, she thought that's why.
Yeah.
So
She
she
thought
in her
that's-
head, she thought, like, he hates me because I got him killed.
Yeah, he had a toy at the beginning, a spaceship that made noise.
Yeah.
And that's how the monsters found it. He turned it on. She gave him batteries, or she gave him the toy,
And then he put the batteries in.
and he put the batteries in. And so she thought, my dad blames me because little kid died.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I mean, how old is she? 14? I mean,
Yeah.
of course you
Yeah,
blame
yeah.
yourself. Of
Yeah,
course.
I blame her.
And the thing's digging at the car, and he's like, picks up a weapon, he looks at this monster, he's like, I can't, this won't help. So he just looks at her, and he says, I have always loved you.
Yeah, he signs it to her, and right there I was like, you killing Jim off?
What the fuck's happening now? What do you mean? What do you mean? And he just screams, and the thing runs and kills him, and the kids get away, and they start crying, and it's just like, you're like, oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, someone was cutting onions in my movie theaters. I had to dab my eyes. I'm like, oh no! Someone put away your food, please! God.
Even with these spoilers we're giving you guys, we're not even giving you, like, the good twists and stuff that towards the end. Absolutely watch that movie. Emily Blunt, too.
Yeah,
is
Emily
his
Blunt,
wife.
his wife.
His wife in real life plays his wife in this movie. Great actress. I'm a big fan of Emily
She's
Blunt.
really good.
Really good. And,
She's the whole package right there.
yeah, she's fantastic. Is she British? She might be British.
She is British.
We'll knock her down one for being British.
I'll knock her one up for having an accent.
Krasinski writes a lot of stuff, apparently. I heard the story. And he said, can you read this? And gave it to Emily Blunt. And Emily Blunt's like, okay. And she reads it while they're on a plane. And after she's like, what do you think? She goes, I think it's from your best work. I really like it. You know, he feels all good.
Woohoo!
But it's also your wife. So you don't know if she really, how much she feels that way.
Oh, my wife don't lie. This sucks, Brandon.
Well, he told her that. I'm glad you liked it. And she goes, and the role of your wife in this? I'm gonna be playing her. Which was, and he's like, oh really? She's like, oh absolutely, I love the script. That's my part. Which is like a huge accolade, right? That she loves the script so much. She's like, I'm in this movie.
Yeah.
It's a very white
That's
thing
a
to do,
great-
by the way. Like,
Just I'm
I'm
part
coming.
of your plans forever.
I'm
Yeah,
coming.
that's yeah. And that girl in that movie is deaf in real life, so they legit did learn sign language.
Look at that. That's why movies are so good. Is when someone commits so
Yeah.
hard to a story.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you got to pay attention to those details these days. Someone will point it out and complain about it.
Yeah. Well, you do. You have to like. Can you imagine fake sign languaging like that one dude did when he was in Africa at like the funeral, like Nelson Mandela?
I remember that.
He's he just snuck on stage and is just doing crazy hand gestures like a shitty sorcerer.
It worked. I was like, oh, I understand this completely. Yes.
Dude, there's like one deaf guy at home, and like, how's the show? He's like, saying something about rocket ship starfishes. I don't understand what this guy's talking about. It seems crazy. I don't understand.
That is true.
Is that what they're saying?
Some people were confused at home, like, what is he? Oh, I'm not doing anything to a goat's ass. What the hell?
Yeah. Tuba minstrel. I don't know what that is.
But yeah, that was one of my favorite movies of the year, and it's going down probably as one of my favorite horror movies,
Yeah.
like scary movies of all time.
Well, that's high praise.
That is high. I'm gonna give that top shelf.
I'd give it
rating.
top shelf too, guys. I really would. Short of anything else, everything's an expectation when you go into it. And people were bashing this online. Did you see them bashing it? Like
I've heard people bash
they don't
this
like
movie.
the premise, and how could a monster? Because at first they looked like they're invisible. Like, how could a monster be invisible and it hunts by hearing? It doesn't make any sense.
Makes
It's
a
like-
lot of sense.
Well, also, fuck off,
Right? Not everything's gonna have eyes. I mean, humans
dude.
are
There's
blind in real life. Daredevil?
Yeah, this is like Daredevil if he thought everybody was committing crimes and he had hooks for hands.
But, no, yeah, people will complain about everything.
It bugs me, because I don't mind if you have, like, personal problems with it. You're like, I don't think this, I don't think that. If you haven't seen the movie,
No.
shut the fuck up.
I give every movie a chance for the most
Give
part.
it 30 minutes. If you don't like it in 30 minutes, you don't like it, and you
Yeah.
don't want to give it a shot, that's fine. If you don't like the trailer, and you go online and bash it, your life sucks. You're a boring person.
You're just there to complain and try to bring everybody else down.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up,
Yeah.
you losers.
Go to hell.
Yeah. Quiet Place, really definitely recommend it, though. Absolutely.
Top shelf.
Is Quiet Place your top horror movie?
Of all time? I don't know.
Okay, let's do this. Let's hit it this way. Let's name some of the most iconic horror movies. Can we rapid fire you?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
ready?
mean, I had two right off the bat I'm going to spit.
Okay.
Two of the most recent iconic ones that are going down.
All right.
It, the newer, newer It.
Pennywise. The
And-
dancing clown.
Exactly. And A Quiet Place. Those are my two best newer ones that will be cemented for me as something I have to watch every year.
You know what? That was one too. That was that got you in the mood for horror movies. Like he had seen these movies. He goes after a kid. This kid's scared of werewolves, and his gloves he has in hand, claws burst through. And it's like, I don't know, how long is that scene? 6 seconds? And if you don't, I watched the movie like 2 or 3 times. You don't notice all these nuances unless you give it like another viewing.
Yeah, those great movies, you notice new things every time you watch it.
Because they do it so well. They try.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of directors are famous for doing that. And that's a reason they're famous.
I super identify with the kid that got scared of the painting. I don't like art most of the time when I see it. Most of the time
I love art. I'm an artiste, so
good for you.
it is a passion of mine.
Oh!
I did not paint these.
Yeah, that's a great one. But you ready? I'm going to hit you
Yeah,
some
rapid fire. Let's do it.
I'm going to start with your, this one I think that, because you're the expert more on this stuff than I am, me being not at all and you being yes. Jason and Michael Myers seems like the same character to me. Tell me the difference, besides one having a machete and one having a knife.
There's not a difference, really.
No?
To me, they're the same brooding. I'm not going to really run. Like Jason
No.
will do a slow run.
Yeah, kind of like a power walk kind of thing he's
Yeah,
doing.
and maybe that's his run
Okay.
because he's so yoked.
Sure.
But I mean, it's not fast. He's not
No.
Usain Bolt out there or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Ghostface.
You know what?
Ghostface runs.
If we make a slasher movie, we should make a killer that fucking sprints.
Right? He just like slashes your throat as he runs by. He's like, "Bah!"
They're like, damn, he's quick. And you're like, oh yeah, and also he'll get in a car and kill you with a car. So you better get one yourself.
But to me, they're the same.
Okay.
I just personally prefer Halloween movies over the Jason movies.
Well, the motivation too. So Jason's motivation, does he only kill people at Crystal Lake, or is he just on a rampage?
I don't know if they transport Crystal Lake to space or New
Jason
York.
X?
And to me, the movies overall are better too.
For Halloween?
Yeah. So weirdly, if you haven't seen the Jason movies, his one of the most iconic masks.
Oh yeah.
In Halloween.
Dude, the Halloween, the
hockey mask
yeah.
doesn't even appear till the third movie.
Yeah, I saw the second one, and he's the burlap bag with the eye hole.
Which I like. It's a really creepy mask.
He has a pickaxe he kills the campers with.
And the third movie's garbage.
It's crazy, huh?
It's 3D. It's an old 3D movie.
I mean, like, so TGIF, right? That's so funny. But like, that's how everyone remembers it.
Yeah, that's how everybody knows him.
They have a video game where you can play as Jason killing campers with this, and then up to the third movie. That's so crazy.
So that's crazy to me that movie or that mask is iconic, and it started in a shitty movie.
It'd be like if Bruce Willis in Die Hard was a valet the first three movies, and then he started killing terrorists.
Exactly, that's how I feel.
All right, ready? I want to talk about some of the slashers. So that would be like the not speaking, breaking through doors with their chest.
Yeah, like they
killers.
just. You run 5 miles, sprint, like you leave them in your dust.
Yeah.
Somehow they'll beat you to your destination.
That's right. And if you hide in a cupboard, he's bursting through there with his fingertips and ripping you out.
Exactly. That's how they do it.
So that's one genre of these horror movies. You know, let's hit up another one. Hi Cindy, you like scary movies?
Oh, Ghostface.
Ghostface Killer.
Ghostface is an underrated killer. We had a comment on our Facebook page say Ghostface is her favorite killer.
Yep.
Your wife.
Yeah, she loves him.
He is underrated. People don't like him as much.
Yeah.
As they do, or mention him in like top slasher villains.
Right.
Now he's not my favorite, but he's probably top 3. He's definitely top 5.
Dude, he's fantastic. I think I identify more with the ones that kind of taunt their victims. Like, I like Freddy Krueger for that same reason.
Yeah.
But for me, a Ghostface Killer was always interesting because it's like a whodunit. In a Jason, Michael Myers, just hope you don't see him, right? That's the whole goal. You know who's killing you.
Yeah.
In Ghostface Killer, it was like a Scooby-Doo. You didn't know who was behind the mask, who was killing who for what reason.
They're running through multiple doors at a time.
Yeah, they're doing the Benny Hill music.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh. But I like Ghostface Killer. I know she did last summer. I'm sure there's other ones that are kind of like that, where someone's killing you.
Yeah, they
you
have
don't know
like
why.
those type of movies a lot, but Scream started it, I think, or made it big.
Mm-hmm.
Scream was very popular when it came out, but he's kind of died down.
Yeah.
And that mask itself is very popular too.
Oh yeah.
I see that mask all the time.
I think something happened too is like Scary Movie took off, and they used that. I think the exact same mask.
Probably. I think they did maybe like a different variation of it, but it's like
Pretty
a
close.
different facial expression.
Like a smile instead of just like the long.
Yeah, they
jowls.
made him kind of a joke.
Yeah.
Like he's rapping and I'm gonna slash your dash, you could hole in your ass.
Oh, sick, son.
Right?
Yeah. Those movies are pretty funny. They made like 19 of them.
They made 19 too many. Alright, what else you
Okay,
got?
so those are the two slashers. We have like the brooding guys like that.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about like the supernatural. We talked about A Quiet Place is more like monster movies. So
Okay.
let's name some monster movies that you think are really good and some that you're just like, oh, that kind of ruined the monsters for me.
A monster movie. Ooh.
I'll tell you one for me.
Oh, please.
Okay, so a lot of these monster movies I really like. My favorite is werewolves. I love werewolf movies.
Okay.
Huge fan. Love the Jekyll and Hyde aspect of it. Like, you go to sleep, you wake up covered in blood with, like, bodies around you. Like, fuck, man. Damn it.
Big Twilight fan, I see.
That's what I was going to say. So, American Werewolf in Paris and in London.
All right.
Those are good movies. I really
You
like
didn't
them.
mention Teen Wolf? What doesn't want a werewolf playing
Surfing on a
basketball?
car.
Call yourself a werewolf fan. You're not even mentioning Teen
Come
Wolf.
Come on, man. Basketball star? Slashing people's shirts?
He was the first Air Bud.
Dude, my favorite part is when he's like, Dad, don't come to the bathroom. The dad walks in, he's a werewolf with glasses on. He's like, I know, son. And I was like, come on.
Alright, but anyway.
But anyways, I love werewolf movies. I wish they would make a really good werewolf movie. We're overdue for one.
That is true. They don't make a whole
the
lot
Hugh
of
Jackman Van Helsing movie where they had like 900 different monsters and he like turns into a werewolf for a little bit. And I was like, that's fun. Or Benicio del Toro redid Wolfman with Anthony Hopkins.
I didn't care for that one as much.
No, of course not. Nobody did.
Yeah.
But I wish they'd make a good werewolf movie,
Yeah.
and then they take these movies that are iconic and really good. Interview with the Vampire with Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt and
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst.
I
Benicio
know
del
that
Toro.
because of Deadpool 2.
Kirsten.
Yeah.
Those movies are really good. If you haven't seen American Werewolf in Paris or Interview with the Vampire, great takes, interesting ideas. Christian Slater's in that as well. And but then they do movies like Twilight, where
They make everything in that movie stupid. We've all seen Twilight. We don't need to talk about Twilight.
no, but it just ruins the idea.
It does.
Instead of turning something, I don't like it when you're turning a monster into a superhero.
Vampires and werewolves are iconic, and I feel like they took a step back in Twilight.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a glittery piece of shit vampire who's always like creeping
Just
out.
no downside to being a vampire now.
Yeah, like he's like, I'm in your
bed.
bedroom now. You didn't hear me. I've been masturbating for 30 minutes to you sleeping.
Like, what's the drawback of being a vampire? I have to drink people's blood or animals' blood. I was like, well, just kill more people. I really don't like that many people. So
Right?
just go ahead and
Thanos these people and just let's get this going.
How many you have to eat? Like one a week. Well, you gotta step those numbers up, son. Those are rookie numbers.
Right? I have to live in Seattle. Seattle's beautiful. I love Seattle. Why don't you go live in freaking Idaho or something?
Come on.
Idaho sucks.
Come on.
Unless you live in Idaho, I love Idaho.
As I say, I got family in Idaho. I actually like Boise. But
Yeah, Boise's
so for me, when you take a character like that, a creature, and you just kind of flip it like that, because now most people, the last good vampire movie, I mean, they're gonna go to like Nosferatu, Dracula 2000.
Listen, I can't think of a great Dracula movie.
How about the Vampire's Apprentice in the circus with John C. Reilly or whatever that's called?
It was alright.
But also, vampires are more of a joke. They're not scary.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I want a throat ripper. You know what I mean? Bring it back to where you don't want to run into one in an alley. Don't pull out your autograph book. Fucking run. Drives me crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like Frankenstein's been done a lot too.
Yeah, Frankenstein.
And over there in that corner, we got a young Frankenstein.
Oh, dude, come on now.
Classic.
I love him. Gene Wilder.
Amazing
love her.
movie.
Put it on the Ritz. Great movie.
Ah.
Rolls in the hay, rolling in the hay.
That's a great movie. I just really wanted to bring that movie up.
Love that. So is there like a monster movie that is one that keeps you, or a genre even of monsters? that you're like,
So I
some of your
love
favorite-
zombie movies.
Zombies? There you
George A. Romero. If you like zombie movies, you love George A.
go.
Romero.
Yeah.
The original Dawn of the Dead. He did Night of the Living Dead.
So yeah.
Loved them all as a kid. Still love them
Mhm.
to this day. And even the remake of Dawn of the Dead.
Was that the one where they're in the mall?
Yeah, they're in the mall with actors I don't really know their name off the top of my head.
Nobody
the guy
knows.
from Modern Family.
Ed O'Neill?
No. The other dad.
black-haired guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name either. I actually really like him.
He was
He'll be
a
on
douche in that
He'll
movie.
be on a podcast soon.
So I love zombie movies. Love that genre. I'm addicted to Walking Dead. We got stuff right up there.
Yeah, Walking Dead is neat too because that kind of brought back zombies to people. And like I said, staying true to the monster, staying true to the mythos of what made a zombie scary. Well, they move really slow, and I'm like, yeah, they do. And you know what? You should be able to kill one. What if there's 200?
Right, you ain't killing 200. And they do that in the show.
Yeah.
And they do that in a lot of the movies. Like, alright, there's one. Like, I can kill one, walked 40 feet, kill another one. I can't kill 500 who are right at my door.
There's a really good movie, I think it's Australian, called Red Sand, I believe is what it's called. And it's just about this girl in a zombie-like wasteland. And she's driving through the desert, and the zombie comes out and kills her boyfriend. It's just one zombie and her, and she runs in the desert. And this thing just strolls after her, moseys, if
Right.
you will. And the whole movie, like, she'll get up on this rock and he's just staring at her while she sleeps and stuff. It's the craziest movie because it does let you know, like, yeah, they are slow. You know, you can outsmart it, no problem. You know what they are? Fucking relentless.
They're persistent little bastards. Like, I'm hungry. You're here. I'm gonna eat you.
Dude, you look like a chicken sandwich special to me.
You look like filet mignon.
I'll have a number 4. You. But it just kind of shows you what makes those monsters scary.
Yeah.
Zombies is a good one.
Zombies. I mean, they even make comedies. Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, great movie.
Great movie.
Fantastic.
And it works. You could put that in horror, and I'd be like, all right, I count it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more of a comedy first,
But also the zombies are real. You have to take them serious, you know.
absolutely, they're still like getting freaked out and scared.
He's like, hey! He's like, alright.
Right? I love that movie.
Let's talk about some movie spoofs. How about Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Ooh, if you guys haven't seen that movie, see it.
Yeah.
They buy a cabin. They go fix up their cabin,
Mm-hmm.
and
They're just a couple redneck boys.
yeah,
Some
couple
good old boys.
redneck guys. There they go, and they somehow, I don't remember how they do it, but they find a bunch of college kids
Yeah.
just there partying.
Yeah, they're just off. So they make fun of the Jason and the Michael Myers.
They pretty much make fun of like those horror movie spoofs right there.
Super funny. It's a comedy. So it's just them. They're just redneck buddies. They go up to fix a cabin.
Yeah.
There's these college students that are up there just partying, drinking, right? Probably they're getting a little laid, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And they're just minding their own business. And through random happenstance...
Well, one of them falls out of a boat. And, like, the guy saves her life. He's like, oh, my God, she fell. She's drowning. She's knocked out.
Yeah.
Boom. Grabbed her. Picked her up. Because he was just fishing in the middle of the night. Who doesn't?
Dude, Alan Tudyk's in it, by the way. The
Yeah.
redhead from Firefly.
Absolutely.
Big fan, dude.
The voice of Hey Hey the Chicken in Moana.
The voice of Sonny the Robot in iRobot.
The voice of the robot in Rogue One.
Yeah, oh, dude. The voice of my soul. Alan Tudyk right there.
But, yeah, he's in it. So he brings them back to her place just to, like, hey, you got knocked out.
Right.
Recover. They think this fat redneck's kidnapped him. I've seen horror movies. I've seen Wrong Turn.
If you... Exact. Wrong Turn 5.
Yeah. So they go and try to save her, and they end up just being clumsy, stupid pieces of shit teenagers and killing themselves.
Like, yeah, they'll run in a guy with a shovel, and he's not paying attention, and he'll be able to grab something, and they'll trip and fall into a wood chipper.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, he threw him in the wood chipper. He's like, oh, me? No.
Like, he
No,
tries
man.
to grab
Oh,
his
no.
legs. I was like, I'll save him, I swear.
Yeah, he's like trying to save him. So it's so funny. Like, that movie, I really like that movie.
Like, the kids think they're trying to kill him, and they think they're just in some weird suicide pact.
Yeah, like a suicide cult. Like, all these kids trying to kill themselves around me.
Like, they think one of the rednecks is chasing them, but he's really just getting attacked by bees, so
That's
he's
right.
running away from the bees.
Plus, he's making weird noises while getting attacked by bees.
Yeah.
So funny. Yeah,
So,
Tucker
like,
Dale.
yeah, it's a great movie. That was a hilarious, funny movie. Underrated.
Yeah, fantastic.
Speaking of underrated, you got an underrated movie for me?
Underrated horror movie?
Underrated horror movie.
Man, let me think on it for a minute. You got one in your head?
Absolutely. I watched it on Netflix.
Okay.
Hush.
Hush. Absolutely Hush.
Kind of the
Fuck yeah,
same
Hush.
premise as A Quiet Place.
I'm mad I didn't think of Hush.
It's a deaf chick who's in her cabin, probably trying to write a book. That's how they all go.
I think so. I think you're right. I mean, as much as it's
That's
a cliche.
another horror cliche.
Right.
I gotta go to my
Awesome.
cabin to write this book. I can't think in the city. This house is haunted.
Which is so funny because you're deaf. So, like, if the city's too loud, just look towards the wall instead of, like, oh,
Well, I don't know why she went, but she did. And a guy just stalks her.
Yeah.
And it's just like you at times hear, like, in suspenseful parts, what she's hearing. She hears nothing.
No, she's just staring at a tablet, and you can hear this guy, like, breaking windows.
Yeah.
Or, like, trying to jimmy open doors. And she's just like, scroll. I love that movie, too. I think what's his weapon he uses? Is it a crossbow?
He uses a crossbow, yeah.
It's like an evil Daryl.
Yeah. It's like Daryl got over the apocalypse and he just can't get enough, so
No.
he's still in the woods.
I didn't learn how to put bolts through people's skulls to stop now. You know what I
Right?
mean?
Hey, they found a cure, but you're finding death.
one of my favorite scenes in most horror movies, which I love the flip of it. Okay, she's deaf. She realizes he's there to kill her. She's not dumb. Something I love in horror movies is that if they outsmart me, I'm invested. If they do something smarter than I would have done, I'm like, fuck yeah, good for you.
Which my only thing is run. Just
run.
Not be there. Like, all right, I'm running. I'm not tripping. I'm going to watch the ground a little bit.
That's a good idea.
Oh, look at that. There's a branch.
That's a good idea. Look where you're moving. But you're also, like, watching out for the guy with, like, hedge clippers or something.
Hedge clippers?
Hedge clippers, and then he has, like, I'm trying to think of, like, a random mask people usually don't have. Like, his face is a bucket. You're like, it's Buckethead! Buckethead with hedge clippers! My favorite scene in that is he has a mask on, and she says, I haven't seen your face. You can go. Walk away. She does that. She writes on a newspaper, shows it to him outside the glass. Because he can't get in.
Hey, he's still outside the house right now.
Okay, and then what does he do?
He takes his mask off slowly.
He
just grabs the bottom and slowly removes it. And you're just like, he don't fucking care. He's here to kill you.
He lets you know where the cards are on the table. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. You think this is a get out of jail free card? Me having a mask on? Let's just throw this in the fire right now.
They pretty much just like, bitch.
It's either
here's
me,
the finger.
It's either me or you. So get ready for tonight.
It was a really good movie, really suspenseful. It gets you nervous. It even had my heart pounding.
They had a couple
really
scenes that were a little, like, gruesome.
Yeah, a little bit.
I still remember, but it's never overly so.
It had the cop cliche too.
Yeah.
One cop shows up, and he dies. If
As
you haven't
cops
seen it,
do.
it's been out for a while.
I feel bad for cops that watch horror movies. They just always get murdered.
I know, cops like, come on, man, if that were me, this is what I would have done. Back up!
So that's kind of like the slasher home invader movies like You're Next, and
yeah.
How about
Next.
Purge? Let's talk about some Purge.
Purge. Ooh. They've made a lot of those. What, 4, I believe?
A lot. They're talking about making a TV series as
They already did. It's already playing on USA.
Is it really?
It is.
Oh, jeez.
I've yet to watch it, too. It's on my TiVo, or
Okay.
whatever we call it these days. I'm old.
In the future.
Yeah, I've yet to watch it. I personally like those movies.
Okay. Tell me, give me your perspective on it. Tell me a little bit. Tell everybody, pretend they don't know what Purge is.
All right.
Unless they're
So
models and they
in
gotta
the
make
future or whenever, the government decides, hey, we have a lot of murder in the U.S. of A.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do? One day a year,
Yeah.
kill, rape, steal, do what you want. No cop can arrest you. It's all fun and games.
It's all funny.
And they call it the Purge. If you don't want to participate, get yourself in a bunker and be prepared to do nothing for the next few hours. So
Yeah.
that's all the movies are.
It's a great. I love the concept.
The concept's amazing.
To me, it's like A Quiet Place.
Thank you.
Of course. It flips the genre a little bit. Imagine all crime is legal. You can do whatever you want. Man, I hate that motherfucking boss of mine. He's out to get me. Makes my life worse. You can kill him on August 5th. You're like,
Trust me, I've had some bosses who
No.
aren't surviving.
dude.
I'm going out of my way to kill them.
And on the flip side of that, I'm looking at somebody like, I gotta make sure I know where Gary is.
I'm gonna be the nicest person ever. I'm gonna like kiss his ass in case he's, gonna be, because he's making more money than me. He's my boss. I'd be like, hey.
You might be rolling up with a Glock. You might have flamethrower cannons or something.
He probably got a pirate ship. He's just gonna. Whoa.
Also, the weird guy in the office that everyone's mean to, maybe they're not that mean to anymore.
Yeah, no one goes postal anymore.
No.
They wait till the Purge and then
They
shoot
just
you.
have a little bit more patience.
They're like, oh, you're dead. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead. 3 weeks. 3 weeks and counting.
Purge is a neat idea, and I think, were you the one telling me about Ethan Hawke, how he believed in the movie so much he slept on the couch for like 4 or 5 months until they found funding?
No, that was not me. I
Okay,
did not know that.
So Ethan Hawke in the first one, loved the idea. And by the way, Ethan Hawke, you've been in so many like neat movies.
Training Day?
Gattaca. I mean, even though Daybreakers, the one where he's like a vampire.
That's actually an underrated little bit of a vampire movie right there.
Oh yeah, Halloween-y movie right there.
Yeah.
Hi,
Ian. We're getting great at this.
But he believed in that movie so much, they're trying to find funding. He slept on the director's couch for like 6 months.
Yep, that's dedication to a kind of disappointing movie.
For Purge?
The original Purge was such a great concept. I was so excited.
Yeah.
A day where people kill for no crimes at all.
No.
I'm going to lock myself in a house and people are going to try to break in. It's a typical horror movie.
Sure.
It's Hush almost.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying they ripped him off.
It's Hush if they know that a killer's
yeah,
coming.
like, I said almost.
Okay, fair enough.
So, he does the security for a living. He's got a lot of money.
Yeah. That's
And
what he does for a living.
Yeah.
He barricades in the rich people with his, like...
Exactly.
His, what you call it, home improvement, like self-defense, whatever you would call that.
It's pretty much like a lockdown system you see in the future where metal doors just slide down. Yeah. And then he's just in his house the whole time. I saw zero Purge from this. So, I mean, it's an enjoyable movie, but that concept to me got lost. I was like, this
You wish
is
it did more
so
of it?
fun and exciting.
Yeah.
What about the day after? What did they do the day after?
Oh.
How bad is that?
Can you imagine someone trying to kill you and the next day at work you're like, better luck next year, Tim.
Right.
Bitch. You fuck.
How awkward is that?
Yeah, you don't get the promotion. How about that? You try to stab my kids.
You're fired! Yeah, that next day is... I want a movie just on the next day. Like,
That'd be so funny. The guy's like, hey, you want to fire Tim? Why? Oh, I don't know. He wrapped my wife in barbed wire and
he tried to kill me. He came to my house with a flamethrower. Luckily, I make more money than his poor ass.
That's right.
God.
You're
I
like,
get these security systems that work.
You're like, next year, I'm hiring assassins for your ass. So, just to let you know, you think you're tough? Hiring a hit squad for you.
Yeah, I really want to know what happens the day after.
That's funny. Purge is a neat one. I think that's one of them, too, that kind of flipped the genre a little bit. Like a new idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely original.
How about Saw? I know you're a big fan of Saw.
So I am a big fan of Saw. If you're not, I get it. Their graphic is fuck.
What do they say in Saw?
Wanna play a game?
He has like 4 impressions, and then that's like
No, I
the best
have
one.
2 impressions. I got a Godfather. I'll say when we do
Oh,
the
yeah?
Godfather.
Oh, shit?
I know we
Okay.
got some Godfather fans out there. You know who you are. And
Probably most people.
that is true.
It's
That is
fucking
very
Godfather,
true.
bro.
But I like Saw. Saw is a guy who kidnaps people and puts them in pretty much torture devices.
Yeah, it literally an escape room.
That's
Literally
perfect.
figure out the riddle, figure out what's going on, and you can live and get out of there. And if you don't,
You'll definitely have to hurt yourself a little.
oh yeah.
But if you want to live, break your pinky, cut off your stomach, cut your goddamn arm off.
Jesus. Also, something
I know,
that,
I went a little
something that
dramatic.
people like in Jigsaw is he punishes the wicked. You've never seen him kill somebody that's like, hey, Litterbug, you've been warned.
Litterbug.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he's going
It's
after
not-
people that have killed someone else or they didn't help someone that was dying. Like there is
Yeah, it's not the racist cop from Harold and Kumar pulling over because they jaywalked in the middle of the night.
Kumar. Was that 4 M's, 3 R's? 1 M, 1 R.
Yeah, I mean, they've made a lot. To me, they're good movies. I really like the first
Yeah.
one. The newest one was good too.
Oh yeah, dude, Jigsaw. Recommend Jigsaw. You'll find that probably on like Hulu if you watch it. It might. I don't think is it on Netflix?
Not that I know of.
But definitely watch. I watched it recently, and I can't do Hostel. I can't do some of these like broken gore porn. But for me, the latest one was not. It was had a little bit of gore, but all had purpose, which is all I can ask for.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Definitely a good movie.
Yeah, Saw for me is good, but it's not fantastic. But I do want to give props to Saw. For me, it's a modern day Christopher Nolan style Riddler, where like if Riddler was like badass and was like how Heath Ledger's Joker was, he
Ooh.
would be a guy that puts you in like solve this
Precisely.
riddle or die.
First, I like that. The
If you're
first
smart
one,
enough, you can figure it out.
they all have the twists and the turns. If you pay attention, you could probably get like the first one, the dead guy in the middle of the bathroom
Oh yeah, so
is the killer. He's the guy. He's the guy he's doing the recordings and all that. It's him. He gets up in the end. Game over. You're dead.
you're dead.
There's flaws in the movie, obviously.
Sure, absolutely. But no, and that was a new one. How about found footage movies? How about found footage movies like Blair Witch, and some of these other ones were like they're in a hotel. And there's like demons running around and stuff, and they find a camera. Like, I think it's super popular because it's cheap to make. I think a lot of these movies are. You know what I mean?
Cloverfield did this.
Cloverfield. It's like a
sucked.
camera, and they're like, "Well, look what I found here," and then
Yeah.
you see it like shaking and stuff.
I did not like Cloverfield. Blair Witch Project made this a thing.
Blair Witch, I remember talking to people afterwards, and they thought it was real. Everyone thought it was like, they shouldn't show that. These people are dead. It's disrespectful to dead. I was like, come on, man.
That is true.
Have a brain in your head.
Paranormal Activity succeeded in it. They had like a $15,000 budget.
I love Paranormal Activity for that reason.
See, I did not like it.
Well, movie aside, I love the business behind it. You're spending $100,000.
Oh, I love that. Like, that's
Yeah.
just, hey, I have this script. I want it done. That's passion. That's what I like. That's what I have towards this podcast.
Let's talk, get away a little bit more from horror and killer movies for Halloween.
Absolutely.
Is there like a spooky movie that gets you into the Halloween spirit? One that you feel like, you know what, this kind of encompasses a lot of people, what they like about Halloween. It kind of gets them going and feeling more like, oh, I'm definitely decorating my door after watching this movie.
One movie I have to watch every year. I want to say because my wife makes me watch it,
Okay?
but it's beloved by everybody, I think.
Okay.
Well, not everybody, but a lot of people. Hocus Pocus.
Oh, you could have said
I'll-
everybody.
I'll bring up Hocus Pocus on this podcast.
Oh, yeah. Thackeray Binks. It's
Exactly.
not Zachary. It's Thackeray.
That's a TH.
Yeah. Get your shit together.
So we watch that a lot every year. Like, that's one of her favorites.
Yeah.
I try to act tough. Well, yeah, we can watch it. Yay! On the inside, I'm a screaming kid at a candy store. I like that movie.
Hollywood. I did a drinking game with Hocus Pocus this year, and it's like every time the bullies call him Hollywood, or every time they smell for a kid, or when she says boo, like you drink. It was so much
Every
fun.
time
yeah.
the one woman or the one witch like runs to the
Yeah, almost Stooges like.
yeah.
Fantastic, so much fun.
It's a really good movie. It is.
I was trying to think. I like that movie so much. Like, the cat is like super beloved, right?
Is it Jinx? It's not. I think that's
Thackeray
Mickey Fockers.
Binks.
What do they call the cat?
It's Binks.
Binks. I
I'd
guess
say
yeah.
Jinxie is the cat
Yeah.
in flesh.
Jinx is the cat from I think Meet the Parents.
Yeah.
I know my
You're gonna
movies.
turn me into one of those fat house cats, aren't you? Yes, I am. All right.
I like and I do this probably every time I pick up a book. I'll go, oh book, and I'll grab my mainly comic books, but
Yeah.
I'll still do it.
Hey, give me back that letter. Sorry. For me, one I think is super popular, and it's also the 25th anniversary right now. So if you go to like a Spirit, go to a Halloween store,
I know exactly
They
where you're
are-
going with this.
bumping with merchandise.
Poppin'.
They're everywhere. Is Night Before Christmas.
See, that's why we do a podcast. I knew exactly what he was gonna say.
Dude, I'm telling you. So everybody has. Here's a weird ambivalence that our audience members have. Do I watch Nightmare Before Christmas during Christmas or Halloween?
All year round.
That's the correct answer. You never.
There you go.
Dude, you never deprive yourself of a good movie.
I'm a horror guy. I'll watch horror movies all year round, but that is a movie you can get away with watching all year
Absolutely.
round. What are you watching? Night Before Christmas? Can I come over? Oh, God. That's so cool.
James Skellington?
Right? Oogie Boogie?
Dude, Oogie Boogie.
Oogie Boogie.
I wish they did this. I mean, a lot of movies they made sequels to. I'm like, dude, go to Eastertown. Let me see what Eastertown is. What are you gonna do over
Right?
there?
Go to
Come on.
Valentine's Day town. Valentine's Day town.
I don't know, but you just be like a bunch of naked babies, archers.
Just Cupid, just pew, pew.
like practicing.
But shit, I'd love to see Jack do it.
Yeah. No, that's one for me that even if I'm not super feeling
great.
it, it's the same kind of deal. Like they have all the Halloween creatures in there, and it pumps me up. I feel it.
Dude, I watched that today.
Did you really?
I did.
Fuck yeah.
Such a great movie. Love Oogie Boogie.
Okay, let's do your favorite Halloween movie. Would you say Hocus Pocus your favorite?
No.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy it. I named probably two of my favorites, and maybe it's just because they're a little newer.
Okay.
It,
Yeah.
the new one. I mean, it's so
Just
good.
well done.
And A Quiet Place, which we named.
Fantastic.
Every year, though, I do go back to Halloween.
Okay.
I love Michael Myers. I love the white plain mask. I love that
Yeah.
you don't see his face. He doesn't talk. I was gonna say, and I love that music,
Yeah.
that iconic music. It's my favorite music, probably,
It's scary, dude.
of almost any movie, I'm sure.
I like too, like, if you smash a stool over his shoulder, he'll kill you with one hand. He'll hang you from the hook in the hall with one hand.
Now, not all of them are great. I get that. The first one's
You don't
good.
like Buster Rhymes?
The bust H2O
Resurrection?
whatever. It's almost
Come on.
like Jason goes to New York and he's in space.
Oh, yeah, they're rough. They're a little rough.
But like, I also don't count the third one because he's not even in it. But
Really?
he's not in the third. The Season of the Witch. I know my shit. He's not in that movie.
Goddamn. Well, shit.
But I like the first two. The fourth and fifth one are not bad movies. They're pretty good movies to me.
Yep.
They do get a little corny after, and
For sure.
I kind of get over it.
Well, a lot of them do. It's hard to keep the mystery alive. And you're okay. You tell me a movie that's in 6 or 7s, and you're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
really good.
Unless you're Fast and Furious making billions of dollars when you get there.
I fucking hate Fast and
Me
Furious.
too, but we've talked about that a lot.
I'll
We'll
talk about it
continue
forever.
to talk about it.
Vin Diesel, just say I am Groot and move on, bro.
What about you?
Okay, so for me that I really like is Trick or Treat, which is one I just
Oof.
stumbled across.
You could say that you're underrated.
I think it is. I mean, for me, it's an anthology, which horror movies are, I don't know why, but horror movies are anthologies where they have like
They do
5
have
or
quite a
6
bit, yeah.
stories, different perspectives on them. A lot of actors in this movie you will recognize.
You
They
go,
have
True Blood actress is in it,
Anna
which
Paquin.
is weird because she's getting bit by a zombie. Or a guy who wants to be a zombie.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Anna Paquin, Brian Cox, a lot of other actors you guys recognize. I can't remember the name of the fucking mask. Was it Sackhead or something like that? But he
Oh,
has
the main like little kid guy.
Yeah, he has a lollipop that's like bitten into like.
Yeah. And he just wears a burlap sack. It's really creepy, really cool,
Yeah.
and it's also one of the cutest things ever.
It is like he goes trick or treat and they give him food and he moves on, but that's one that I would recommend to people. And I made a mistake. I was at a party once, like let's watch a horror movie, and I put that on, and the attention span was not there. But I honestly think that's a really good movie. I really like it. It's got a little bit of vampire, a little bit of werewolf in it, a little bit of zombies with the kids in the bus.
Yeah.
How creepy was that scene, dude?
That scene was really good. I really like that scene. The whole like, just the bus driver checking the special needs kids or whatever they are.
I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's
Fuck it. It's been out long enough.
Here we go.
He checks their chains. They're handcuffed to the seats.
Yes, they
He
are.
checks every one of their chains. And as he's doing that, one of the first kids he checks knows something ain't right. He like, I don't know, dislocates his thumb.
Oh, he doesn't get
And he's Chris Angel all of a sudden. I'm now driving this bus off a cliff.
Yeah.
And he does.
Which,
And that's
by
like the
way,
town mystery.
was the plan of the driver. He was going to take this
Yep.
bus full of special needs kids with masks on Halloween and drive them to this lake. The kid messes with it, drives them in there, and later in the movie, there's zombies that are attacking people that don't have a jack-o'-lantern as protection. Well done, dude. Do well done stories. Give me a little bit of a twist, but do your like special effects well. You got me, man.
Yeah, I agree. This is an underrated movie, but it's definitely not my favorite. It was good.
Okay, fair enough.
So we talked about I too like werewolves.
Yeah.
This movie was not a good werewolf for me.
Nah, it's just a little short on it.
That scene where they took their skin off to me was corny.
This is called Skinwalkers, bro. Native
Well,
American lore.
Like, I get it.
This guy don't know.
I definitely
Come
get
on.
it. It just, to me, my wife and I looked at each other and was like, I can't.
A little too cheese.
It was a little too cheesy.
All right,
Like, gore's fine with me.
Yeah.
You know that I like Saw.
right. You just kind
But
of
that part-
into the saw.
To me, and once again, spoilers, I love that one of the stories tied into another story.
Those are the best.
The old guy you see.
With the sackhead or the creature
Yeah,
like
the
crawling across
sackhead.
the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out he's the bus driver.
Is he really?
I loved that part. I loved it. I was like, oh, they making him the bus driver. That was really good. Sackhead, I loved him until he took off his mask.
Silly.
Kind of ruined him
Kind
for
of
me
a-
almost. But then he put his mask on. Like,
Same
Alright,
thing
he's
with
still
Jason.
creepy.
like Phantom of the Opera.
Oh God.
You keep the allure. You don't gotta explain it to us.
You barely see. You do see Michael Myers' face just like a little bit, but you don't see it as much. You like, if you freeze frame your shit, you'll get a good glimpse. But you don't. You'll see like he's got kind of a weird looking face.
A little bit.
Yeah. Then after that, you're like, well, I don't know. Yeah. I could be wrong. He could be fucking Channing Tatum under that mask.
Oh wait, I don't want to fuck this up too. I would say Grudge. Those kinds of movies are more in The Ring. They're more of like supernaturally kind of killer.
I liked The Ring. I didn't like The Grudge. I'm not
gonna lie.
The Grudge
remake of Japanese movies. Some of these movies like The Host. If you guys see that one, that's like a monster movie. Mm-hmm. Super fucking good. Definitely recommend that one.
Ooh, super fucking good.
Go! I swear. Like if you guys haven't seen The Host and you can handle subtitles, a lot of people don't give it a shot. Says subtitles, and they wait till like Sarah Michelle Gellar does the Grudge. Yeah.
This isn't the first subtitle movie we brought up.
Dude,
Raid.
I'll tell you one of like my favorite vampire movies. Let the Right One In. They redid it recently. The original one in like the Swedish subtitles. God damn, it's good. God damn.
This is why we have a podcast. He watches all the foreign movies.
Dude, I do. I don't give a shit. Give me the best version of whatever you're talking about. I have a cannoli that this homeless guy made. No. Give me the one your grandmother invented that everyone's talking about. Give me the guy that can't speak English when I'm asking for a good like carne asada burrito. I want that guy.
I had cannolis for the first time on my vacation, so I know exactly what you're talking about there.
That's what I'm saying.
You're relating to me.
All right, I'm gonna talk about my favorite horror movie, and to be honest, this probably gave me more nightmares than everything else. I had weird nightmares when I was a kid. Child's Play for you, Chucky?
I don't care for Child's Play so much anymore, which is weird, but yeah, Child's Play for me.
So this is one that actually gave me like the heebie-jeebies. Okay. Right. And that was Hannibal Lecter. Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, I'm Hopkins. Speechless. Like, that's how good that movie is.
Carrie,
I don't know what to say.
Fisher, what's her name?
Jodie Foster.
Thank you. Jodie Foster, Anthony Hopkins. I mean, you'll see some other, like, some good actors in there sprinkled in there. By the way, the guy that plays Buffalo Bill is the fucking guy from Monk.
Yep.
The main guy in there. And they gave him shit every day. Like, that guy's like... You can't run away from that iconic role. If you kill it in a role, that's you.
It's so good. Like,
was she a great big old fat person?
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. Like, God. That movie is so good. Hannibal Lecter.
Fantastic.
One of my favorite, I'll say, villains. Not just horror, but villains.
Ooh, we might need to do a villains episode.
We probably will. We'll do whatever we want.
You guys let us know if you want us to do a villains episode. He's up there. For goddamn
God,
sure.
He's so good because he's creepy.
Yeah.
Creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
He's right. He's a genius intellectually. Also, cannibal. Also, psychopath. Also, great cook.
Great cook.
Kind of gets a little bit more points, right? You bring out, oh, what cooks?
I ate his kidney with fava beans and a nice Chianti or something like that.
Right? Which was an improv line, by the way.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Look at that. We dropping facts again.
Yeah, that was one that, and that little, like, I don't know, air suck he did was when that Jodie Foster was like, holy shit. Is this over? All right. You know what? Acting game, next level shit right here. Here we go.
She had a career right
killing it. Fantastic. I'm trying to think of the name of the guy that actually cut his wrists, and then he threw his sperm.
Oh, God, I don't know his name, but...
And then he talked that guy into killing himself.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea of how much of a threat he is, he could talk you into slitting your own throat.
Yeah, he's methodical. They made a TV show off this series.
Yeah, which was not bad. Which is a good show. I watched a couple episodes. I really liked it. William Graham was a great character that they put into it. He was a guy that instinctually could just understand what a killer thought. And he could just like, oh, well, if I did it, I do this way and pretend I was security. And would call them and ask for their password. And that's what a killer did to get in there. And I was like, okay, this is a well-done show.
Yeah. That mask he wears, that little, just covers the nose and mouth. It's one of the coolest things.
Lecter?
Yeah. He wears it, maybe not in the first one. I can't quite remember. But he wears it definitely in the second one.
Like doctors have?
Yeah, no. It's got like the bars. Like it's like a prison for his mouth.
Oh.
So he doesn't bite anybody.
When he's in the chair.
Yeah, that whole scene, I was like, God, you know you're a badass right there. When you have to be strapped to a dolly and just a mask on you so you don't eat anybody even though you're strapped up still.
And then also the prequel to that, Red Dragon, with Ralph Fiennes and Edward Norton. Dude, watch that movie.
That one's really good too.
So here's the trick too, I think, to making any good movie. You make a hero.
Hire Anthony Hopkins.
It worked for Thor.
It really did.
You make a hero that's flawed, someone you can identify with, and then you make a villain that at some point you feel bad for. Like you can't have somebody that you don't identify with in any way because you're like, dude, just shoot him in the fucking face. Ralph Fiennes was tortured since he was a kid by his mom.
That's right.
In Red Dragon. Dude, she brutalized this kid. So you did at a point like, he shouldn't be hurting, but also that's messed up, man. He's just a kid. And as soon as you feel that way, you're hooked. You're already like, who do I root for? And by then, it's already too late. Those movies are so fantastic. But for me, Hannibal Lecter, maybe my favorite like horror villain. He got my head.
He could be mine too. Like I like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter is just so smart, creepy, scary.
Yeah.
I love just that. Silence of the Lambs is amazing. It was nominated for an Oscar.
Do Buffalo Bill?
Buffalo Bill is a great creepy villain. It puts lotion on skin.
When I was younger, I made a dating website and I based myself off of Buffalo Bill. Like
you probably got more hits than if you base yourself off of you.
That part, you're absolutely right. I said I own my own house. I have a moth that I raise and breed. And I
have a wishing well on my back.
I can see myself in you. Like, I kept doing all these jokes. I like bigger girls, all this stuff.
I'd fuck me.
So funny. But yeah, no. But Hannibal Lecter's had a huge impact, I think, on me and films in general. People know that if you want to be strong, you want to have a good villain, this is the bar. You know, for me.
That end scene is amazing where he cuts off the guard's face, puts it on his to be wheeled out of there by the police. He escaped via police just taking him out.
Dude, I'm going to have the police escort me to freedom.
He like fake seizes at one point, and you're like, all right. So the cop's like, where's Hannibal Lecter though, guys? And then he just like gets up after like killing him, and he's like rips off the mask. You're like, well done, sir.
You know
well
what?
Done.
You earned your... Hey, go eat whatever you want.
Why don't you go eat some nice steak and a kidney?
Go enjoy your one-person purge the rest of your life.
Go get those farva beans.
That should be a shirt. Go get your farva beans.
Absolutely. I was going to say I like that movie. Love that movie.
Fantastic. I mean, obviously. If you haven't seen it, don't waste your life no more. Go do it. Get in there.
Yeah, you're missing out on some classic.
I'm saying. What about you? Got any more stuff you want to talk about? You saw it? What are you feeling?
Oh, God. I want to talk about an overrated movie real quick.
Give it.
Overrated, shitty,
garbage. Hey, pardon me. Hit me with some overrated right now.
Some reason to me, some stupid reason, he's iconic.
Okay.
Hellraiser, Pinhead, movie, stupid, garbage. I really do. I watched that young, and I was like, all right, I was young. I didn't like that movie. I'll watch it as an adult. I like that movie less.
Of course. Nobody goes back on an older movie that they didn't like when they were young. It's better now.
I thought maybe I would. I was like, everybody loves it. Everybody wants to. Why does everybody love this? This is stupid. It's one of the worst movies I've seen.
Yeah, it's really terrible. I feel the same way about Pinhead. Pinhead is like gore porn before there was gore porn. Eli Roth, I think, was taking notes as a
he was masturbating to this movie.
He's like, Hostel be cool. Like, he was starting to like the dress. He's like, I know what I'm doing.
Dude, it's so bad. Like, if I had to rate that movie, I don't give it beer in a can.
What do you give it?
I gave it beer in a bag.
Oh, you give it beer in a bag?
I gave it beer in a bag. I had someone comment on Facebook the other day, Misty.
Right. That's right.
Beer in a bag. That's that movie to me that gets beer in a bag.
Oh, yeah. Hey, props to Misty. She's like, yeah, you guys like beer in a can as your rating system. As the bottom, there should be a beer in a bag.
Beer in a bag. That's Hellraiser right there.
You know what's funny is if they made a reboot to it, I don't know if it would work because it's kind of a...
shitty movie.
Not kind of a shitty movie, but it's such a hard concept to swallow. Which they did in Cabin in the Woods, by the way. They had the Hellraiser group. Dude, the guy had the saws instead of like the spikes.
But you know what the difference was between Cabin in the Woods and Hellraiser? Cabin in the Woods was good.
Way better. Well, that Chris Hemsworth with the shirt off.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know what happened because I masturbated and fell asleep. I assume it was a good movie.
I also, so I didn't get past Chris Hemsworth either.
If you guys ever seen Cabin in the Woods, directed by Joss Whedon, who did Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He also did Avengers.
I was gonna say Avengers.
He did Angel, but it's also kind of like goofy, spooky. You know
It is.
what I mean?
They do. It's almost like a Scream, but they take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
They play those cliches out and make fun of them, but then they also kind of do them.
Okay, and also something that Cabin in the Woods does that I feel about, like House on the Left or The Haunting of Hill House, which is a great show on Netflix they're doing right now.
Ooh, great show. I'm still in the middle of it. It's really good.
Do fantastic. But they do the concept of why do college kids go to the woods and stay in a cabin they have very little knowledge about. And in this one, it's kind of like a comedy / horror. They have to go and sacrifice themselves to the gods.
Yeah, with Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver, yeah. The villain from Billy Madison's in it as well.
Yeah, the dad from Step Brothers is in it.
Yeah. It's fucking a good show. But
It's so good.
They let you know, like, right off the bat, like, so this is the way the world works. There's, like, primordial gods that live in the earth. And you have to appease them with a sacrifice of, like, a joker, an athlete, and all those different things.
Yeah.
And if you don't, at least once a year, they come up and kill the whole planet. So, like, everyone across the world's working on it. And the way the cabin works is there's, like, random haunted items, and they pick it up and touch it and read the words or open up the creepy dollhouse or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It summons a random monster, and that's what tries to kill him.
Like you could have got a Kraken.
Dude, you could have got a Kraken. You could have got a fucking flying snake. Like,
Yeah.
that's almost crazy.
It shows
shit.
you all the creatures, monsters
Zombie
they could have
hillbillies.
got, which is what they got.
Dude, my favorite is the Blood Mermaid. The merman that bites you as a blowhole.
That's right.
Dude, so funny. And it's just such a fun twist on it. It's an idea. And you either love it or you hate it. Either you're like, you're ruining the things I love, or you're like, I get the joke. Kudos on you. There's not like a middle round.
How'd you feel about Chris Hemsworth, his death scene?
I don't remember. How did
He's like, I'm going to jump the ravine here, or whatever it is. And he hits a invisible wall.
Yeah.
And just
Like a
slowly
force
hits it
field.
down and just dies. You're just like, all right, they ain't letting them escape.
Dude, okay, maybe one of my favorite deaths.
That was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting it either. I was like,
No!
he's probably going to... Holy shit, there's a wall there!
I'm gonna jump to safety and like, oh no, this has been pre-planned for like 100
Yeah, they're
years.
ready. They need to survive.
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods is a great spin-off joke on that kind of stuff. And the
Mhm.
monsters they have in it, dude, by the way, they have a unicorn that kills somebody? Dude, Team Unicorn.
I'm all about
awesome.
Team Flamingo.
There was not a flamingo in there.
There should have been. That's why that movie's not
Alright,
great.
Easy, Jesus. But they have every horror movie monster cliche in there. They have like the clowns that are torturing people.
Yeah.
They have the Hellraiser guys in it.
Probably a better version, but
Well, it wouldn't take much, right?
you just put a better version in.
Giant bat that's killing people. It's so fucking fun. That
It is
movie,
really
I would
fun
just
movie.
say, is fun. Nice twist in it.
I'd watch that I watch Halloween movies not on Halloween, but that is a movie I can watch year round
Absolutely.
on Christmas Day.
So your overrated movie is Hellraiser?
Easily, without a doubt, 100% fucking hate it. It's garbage.
Now this isn't
Beer in a bag.
This is an overrated movie for me, but I want to end. Are we close to ending? Can I want to end on this one?
Yeah.
I want to talk about Freddy Krueger for me, because Freddy Krueger is still iconic.
Ooh.
Fuck, I can't remember the guy that plays him. You know, you guys watch Whiskey Cinema. We're drinking the whole time. Fucking shit.
Towards the end,
slips.
if I don't know who someone plays, like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm in my. He refilled this. It's good though, zombie.
Also, we're peeing into bags you can't see. Freddy Krueger is also one of those movies that's amazing. So, a pedophile. I think it's parents that find him and burn him alive.
Yeah, that's
And-
how the new one goes, the newest one.
And he kills people where?
In their dreams.
He kills them in their dreams.
Great concept.
But why is it a great concept?
You can't sleep or else you die.
Dude, what the fuck you gonna do?
You
bro?
gotta sleep.
Dude, there's no like, you die if you eat nachos and you're like, I like nachos.
Whoa.
It ain't
Yeah, I
not
was gonna say,
that.
like, that's. I can't.
I'll
I
live for 2 months.
I get nachos almost everywhere I go. You got nachos in M&M? Yeah. All right, yeah, I'll take 4 plates of nachos.
I've had this before. You wanna go to any of these parties? I'm not going to an 80s party. They have guac there. I'll go for a minute.
Right? I'll go anywhere for nachos. So.
But he kills you in your dreams. He's got claws on his hand. Iconic red and black shirt. Hat on his head. Also talks shit the whole time he's killing people.
I like that.
Fantastic. So good.
Great movie.
And then they made jokes. Rick and Morty, I'm gonna kill you, bitch.
Oh, I love Scary Terry.
Scary Terry, that's the name. I can't remember.
One of my favorite Rick and Morty characters. Johnny Depp's in the original. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Just a fountain of blood.
Yeah, he I don't know, gets ripped through the bed or something and just...
Here's one thing too for me too. Like, if something scares me, it's because I don't know how to beat it. How do you beat Freddy Krueger? You don't.
You don't sleep.
That's a trick?
Yeah. I mean...
Meth is the answer, is what you can learn from this show. Meth is
I was going to say, that's why there's meth heads everywhere, because they don't sleep and Freddy Krueger doesn't kill them.
Why is it that he can do that? Why can he kill people in his sleep? What happened?
You're asking the wrong person that one. I'm not smart.
Well, horror movies. Remember, our expert I'm talking about for horror movies.
Yeah.
Why is it that he can, haunt people in his dreams?
You remember when you said we get things wrong a lot because we've been drinking?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, hey. Well, let me ask you. So what is it? Is God rewarding pedophiles and just letting him kill people after he's dead? Is that your stance, bro? Is that where you're going with this?
I put my foot down. No, I honestly, I don't remember, what that is, but...
That's an interesting problem, too. I remember, in Jason versus Freddy, where, he's in the dream, and Freddy's fucking up Jason.
They had to
Jason grabs him and wakes up, and then Freddy's in the real world, and then
they had to try to take Freddy out of the dream to save whatever shitty town they were in that Freddy or Jason wandered into. Yeah. Decent little movie there. We got a poster over there.
Freddy versus Jason, right?
Yeah, Freddy versus Jason. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how you kill Freddy. I forget how.
I don't think you do.
Johnny Depp didn't know how.
We gotta bring the Supernatural boys. Take out this goddamn...
Oh, yeah, Sam and Dean. Damn it, Dean.
Sam, we gotta go over here, Sam. Oh, wait. Sam! Dude, I always make fun of Sam, because he's the sensitive guy.
Yeah, Sam's a little bit, which I love that.
Dean, my vagina hurts! Sam,
what are they on their 40th season?
Yeah, that's a lot. Jensen Ackles, get out of there. Way too good of an actor. Jim Beaver, move on. Yeah, I don't know but that's what I want to talk about. I couldn't leave out Freddy. We're talking about...
Oh, yeah, I knew we'd tie in Freddy.
Leave out Mr.
We bring
Krueger.
up Michael, we bring up Jason, Pennywise. You got to bring up Freddy.
It's fantastic. You got to.
Great, one of the greatest villains.
Fantastic. Any more on here?
No.
All right, let me tell you this much, guys. I want you guys to have a great Halloween. I want you guys to go out there and, you know what I mean? Just enjoy it, dude. Costumes. Daniel S. Pumpkins. Brandon S. Pumpkins. If you're not going out there to find at least one party on there, you hit me and Brandon up. You're coming partying with us.
And don't forget to like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our social media game is popping.
It's popping, guys.
And go to YouTube, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, because we do specific videos we just put on YouTube.
Dude, absolutely. Sometimes if you want to see just me and Brandon's handsome face, mostly his, but we're wearing pumpkin suits, bruh, right now. So if you can't tell because you're listening, there's pumpkins on the other end of this mic right now.
Absolutely.
You're missing out. So go on YouTube, check it out, take a gander, peek a little bit, and just thumbs it up, subscribe if you like it, and we're guys going to see you next time. And by the way, next week, you know what we're doing? We're doing Ryan Reynolds. We're doing Ryan
Deadpool
Reynolds.
himself.
I don't want to brag.
I'm just friends with him.
Oh.
Pun.
Double R. Double R with just friends. Alright guys, we're going to see you next week. Thank you so much. Happy Halloween, guys. Hey.
Happy Halloween. Keep it safe. Keep it good.
Whiskey Cinema. Thanks, guys.
Oh, that's great.